I am Donika.
And I am Myra, and this is a Black Women Healing Podcast.
A space to discuss mental wellness.
A space to dive into soul care and vulnerability.
Here, we will support you on your journey as you focus on your healing,
while also giving you the work along the way.
Welcome to Black Women Healing Podcast. I am here to announce that our book, Let's Heal, a workbook designed for Black women with various modalities by your co-host Donika and Myra, is now at a storefront. And so the storefront is Urbana Goods. It's a community store that brings an upgraded experience of connecting with the community with small crafting gatherings and workshops and supporting other local businesses by housing and selling their merchandise, such as us. And they even sell some of your typical items from the local convenience store. Like, y'all, I literally bought some body butter, hair products, and a cute purse, all from this store, just to give you a little example. So when you have some time, check out Urbana Goods. It's located in Gardena, California. The actual address is 1756 West El Segundo, Gardena, California, 90249. You can put it in your GPS, whatever you need to do, but go ahead and make your way there and check us out. Hey y'all, so we are back with our little small question segment, and I've been seeing everywhere this whole come healed to a relationship. So Myra, do you think that you have to come healed when you join a romantic relationship?
No, because what if the person helps you to heal? How do you know you're even really healed until you're in their relationship having the experience, right? Because if you think about, let's say you work on communication with your therapist, right? Mm-hmm. You work on communication to prepare yourself for a relationship. So now you feel like you got to down pack, you're healed, and then you go into the relationship and now you don't know how to actually communicate. Because you practice it on your own, but you have to apply those tools in a relationship, and it might look different because your partner might trigger you in a different way or activate something in you, right? Because the way you were with your previous partner and what activated you may not be the same thing as in this new relationship. So you can even think that you're coming healed and have done all these things, and then you get in their relationship and you unearth something else. You might unearth pieces of your childhood from your mom or your dad, but you thought you healed everything from your past relationship.
Yeah.
But something else comes up.
Yeah, real quick. I agree. I also just think even how we're called Black Women Healing, ING, is that it's never done.
Because it's ongoing. It's every day. Yeah, that's why I say healing on the daily.
Yeah, like healing on the daily.
Healing.
Like
it
never stops. So this idea that you're healed, ED, meaning done, never going to have to do it again, is like, it's not real. And it doesn't give, like you're saying, even that chance to continue healing. Meaning I've come to this certain level of healing, and now I'm going to get in a relationship to see this next level of healing. Right?
Exactly.
So I feel like it more is like looking for a base of like, do you even can you identify some of your triggers? Do you understand who you are as a person? Like, that's the piece, I guess, that you should be looking for. Yeah. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, that does make sense. But to say like, you have to come, I don't even understand what that means. So
I think that we should more so reframe it and say you need to come ready to work through whatever comes up in this relationship, to be working on your healing journey actively,
to continue healing.
Because I always think of it this way, like I always tell my clients, you may feel good one day and feel like you've been healed, but tomorrow you might wake up and let's say you gain weight, you become pregnant, somebody passes away, you have some type of experience in life. It could be something real simple. You lose your job. That's a new thing to heal from.
I agree.
And that's always going to be changing every day. So then what?
Your life is
so then does that mean like you should just never be in a relationship because life is happening and you're having a human experience?
Yeah. This is for everything. So I feel like our consensus is no, you don't need to come healed, but also continue doing the work on yourself. Like, don't let it stop you.
But what about in friendships though? And what I mean by that is oftentimes when we talk about this come heal, it's an intimate relationship.
It is.
But I think when it comes to a friendship, like two women, for example, oftentimes we're in these conversations. Was that you I was talking about earlier? Where it was like, I'm only friends with men because women are hard to get along with. That, I think I want to look at that a little bit differently of come healed in that instance of come healed knowing that not all women are against you, or whatever you had, the issues you had in your previous friendships with women, for example, you don't need to carry that into these new friendships, but also know that you're going to continue to have new issues that will arise to work through. But I think with that, you do need to have a base of come healed with that.
It's the same as you're talking about. It's the same romantic or friendship in general. Like there's a basis, and there's still this piece of you will continue to heal. Like you're still going to have to go through this, continuing to unlock different levels. That's what we'll call
new levels, new devils.
Exactly though. Like it doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. And then your friendships have expectations as well of like what you're saying. Because what I said to Myra earlier was like, when women come and they tell me like, oh, I'm only friends with men, I don't get along with women, it tells me a little bit of your healing journey, of where you're at. For sure. And maybe you haven't hit the next level, because if you do, and I'm going to stand firm on this, for all women, you wouldn't say that you only get along with men. That wouldn't be your answer if you have unlocked this new level of healing. So it does say a little bit. It's not saying I wouldn't be your friend, but are you continuing to work on your healing? Are you figuring out why do you do this? Is it because all the women in your life, abused you or whatever? But you have to look into it.
You just unlocked something else in my head. Because I've been in a lot of conversations with women, because I have 2 of my best friends are men. But I've been in a lot of conversations with women where they've been like, I can't be friends with men because I feel like I want to pounce on them. Ooh. And that's been something that these conversations I've had with them, they've been like, I hate that about myself. And I just feel like, I was talking with someone, they were saying I have this history of men are attracted to me. Like they always have been, because I've always had a fat ass since I was like 13. I've always had boobs. I've always been voluptuous. And so men have always come after me in that way. Yeah. So when I interact with men, it's just like, you don't want to be my friend. Like, I can't unsee that. And so that even is like another piece of like, you can't even have a friendship with a man that's nothing else, because that's something else you gotta heal
that's
from.
That's a hard one. Because then that becomes down to like masculinity and patriarchy of like this piece. Because I do think it's different when you become an adult, and when you start building friendships with men, and how that dynamic is versus when you're younger. Because I have a male best friend too, but I met him when I was younger, versus moving to a different city, like living in LA. Like, it's a little different.
I met mine as an adult.
It's a little different depending on who you are. You know what I'm saying? But I don't shut every man down. Yeah. But it is a different levels and pieces of that too. Yeah. So, but even with the men, like coming like that piece of it too. Your male friendships, there should be some healing in that. If you're only seeing women as like sexual objects, then your male friends need to continue healing.
That's very true.
So
it's just so many different levels to this. Like, it's making me think about, there's just so many different types of relationships, and really taking the time to reflect on how we're thinking about them and how we're wanting to navigate them when it's like this healing part of it.
Yeah. Be patient. Give ourselves grace. Like
reflect this in the same way we reflect in romantic relationships. I really want us to do the same thing in these other relationships. That's why I'm bringing it up. Think about your friendships in that way too. Make some time to reflect on that.
Yeah. Can we change the term of come healed to know some things about yourself?
That's so simple.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I just need you to know some things about yourself and want to grow. Can we say that? Come healed just feels so final, and it feels so like infinite and definite, and it feels so limited and like small. I don't know.
And don't put yourself into that box, like, because it also makes me feel like you're telling yourself, like, if I'm not at this certain level, I don't deserve these relationships. But it's just like, if you see a fine ass person you want to connect with, you better not let the opportunity go by.
I would.
Oh, it's crazy. This was supposed to be a little segment. Now this is a full-blown episode, and y'all better like this, because this is a good-ass topic. Yeah.
Thank y'all for listening.